On this video, I will be explaining to you the difference between an atom and an ion. So, the first thing you have to know is that atoms are particles that do not have a charge. Well, the definition of an atom has gone through a lot of theories and everything, and I explained that in the atomic theory video before. So, it finished with this picture. So, that is how an atom looks. The nucleus will have two different charged particles. Positively charged particles are called protons, and neutrally charged particles are called neutrons. So both of these kind of particles, the protons and neutrons, are all comprised in the nucleus, as you can see in here. However, there is another class of particles called electrons, and they are negatively charged particles. And as you can see in the picture, they are not inside the nucleus, they are orbiting around it. So you have nucleus here, the electrons are orbiting around the nucleus, and you can represent them by an E and a minus. As well, you can represent protons with a P and a plus, and neutrons with an N and a 0. So what's important about this is that you have to know that atoms do not have a charge. So if there's no charge, it means that the positive side must be equal to the negative side. So they cancel out, letting it be uncharged. So that means that the number of protons will be equal to the number of electrons. But this only happens in atoms because they do not have a charge. You have to remember that. Now, the second class of particles that we're going to talk about are the ions. So, ions. And the definition of an ion is a particle that has a charge. So it is a charged particle. But when we're talking about charges, there are always going to be two sides, the positive and the negative side. So as you can think of, there are going to be two different kinds of ions. The ones that are electron rich and the ones that are electron deficient. We don't say proton rich or proton deficient. The main subatomic particle is going to be the electron. The particle that we're going to say that is going to be electron rich is going to be called an anion. And if something is electron rich, it is going to be negative. So it's going to be negative. The other class of ion would be the electron deficient particle. So we will call this a cation. And if something is electron deficient, it will be positive. So what you really should know about this video is that an atom has no charge, and an ion has charge. If it has a negative charge, it's an anion. If it has a positive charge, it's a cation.